Hey guys, Tiffany Higgins here. I have Zoom calls all day today till like 8:30 tonight, helping all of the awesome ladies in the inner circle today do their business audits. We call them the $1 million bookkeeper business review. So we take an audit of everything that they're doing in their business and we analyze it and we give them feedback. And what it does is it helps them with productivity, with efficiency, and with profitability. And they know that they're setting their foundation to get them to a seven-figure business where they have a team running everything and they're still making $300,000 a year or more working part-time hours. So I have a bunch of those calls today with the Inner Circle people. And if you're interested in joining the Inner Circle, send me a direct message and we'll help you build out that team and reach seven figures while you're making $300,000 a year or more working part-time hours. So because I'm doing all of those awesome Zoom calls today, and I'm going to be at my computer until like 8:30 tonight, I wanted to come outside and get some sun and be out here in this lovely environment for the live today. Um, so I'm coming live to you guys from my yard. Let me show you what it looks like. It's super awesome. This is my view right now. My pool with a big giant cat floaty, and we have lots of awesome sand to get your toes in. It's fun. It's awesome. And I'm making sure that I am soaking that up so I get to enjoy the fruits of my labors, you know? And that's what this is all about, guys. Like building a business, sure, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. Sure, you're going to have to put in some hard work. But man, having a yard like this makes it all worth it to me. And having my kids be able to come out here and play in the sand and swim every day and enjoy life, it's really super rewarding to me. So that's what I like to look forward to when I am growing my business and working. And I want that all for you guys as well. So the Bookkeeper Academy was born out of a necessity to help parents become the kind of parent that they want to be and still be the kind of parent they want to be, live the life that they want for their kids and be there, be present, be able to do things, be able to travel, be able to go to their school lunches or field trips or whatever it is that you want, homeschool your kids. But at the same time, also building wealth for your family. So that is 100% what the Bookkeeper Academy is all about. We do have DIY courses for you to get started, but the real meat and potatoes is in our Bookkeeper Academy, and that is really where we can help you reach success fast. So if you're interested in really changing your lifestyle and you're not just dabbling around and you really want to change your lifestyle and live your ideal life instead of just dreaming about it and saying, one day we'll go to Disneyland, one day we'll get an RV and travel. One day we'll be able to homeschool the kids. If you're sick of saying that, then you need to get in the Bookkeeper Academy so we can help you live that lifestyle. You don't need any prior experience. You don't need any knowledge or education in bookkeeping or accounting. We are literally designed to take you from ground zero and help you get to 100K per year in under 12 months. So it's really, really exciting. And by the way, you should only be working about 18 to maybe 20 hours a week or less at 100K a year. And then when you're ready, you can graduate into the inner circle and then you can learn how to go to seven figures working part-time by developing the next level skill of how to grow and operate and empower a team beneath you to help you grow your business. So we've got everything covered from, ground zero. You come into this group, you know nothing about bookkeeping, you know nothing about starting a business or marketing or sales or anything like that. And we take you all the way up to multiple seven figures working part-time. So it's really exciting, guys. We are like the one-stop shop for you to be able to turn your life around and live the ideal lifestyle that you want. And take your kids to Disneyland. I think Tiffany Taylor is in our inner circle. She's going to Disneyland for the second time this year and believe next week. So it's really exciting. You guys have the flexibility and the freedom and the financial capacity to be able to do stuff like that. So I'm here every Tuesday. I hop on here and I answer any questions that you guys have for me on lifestyle, on starting and operating, growing, launching a bookkeeping business. I have no reservations. I'm an open book, so you can ask me any question that you have, and I will be available here for the next like 45 minutes or so. So I love these lives to be super interactive. I love to answer the questions that you have. So if you are watching right now, tell me what questions that you have. Also tell me, where are you in the process? Have you started your bookkeeping business? Have you read the ebook yet? What did you think of the ebook? Have you gone through any of our DIY courses? Where are you in the process right now? Have you hit any roadblocks? Are you struggling in any way that I can help with? So comment on here and I would absolutely love to help you with that. We have a lot of awesome people watching. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Crystal. Josh and Nicole. Hello. Hello, Tina. Brooke and Sandra are watching. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Megan. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Amanda. That's lots of people on here. Hey, Sarah. Sarah says, what is the number one place that you marketed to that you felt was beneficial to get clients? Great question. There were a lot of different things that I did when I started my bookkeeping business, but I think probably one of the most beneficial pieces of marketing that I used was in-person networking. I joined a referral group and we were able to pass business back and forth, and the people in my referral group became like a second family to me, and we helped each other grow our business. I believe within a 2-year time span, I ended up pulling out about $60,000 a year from that group. So like $120,000 of business that I got specifically from doing in-person networking. There was a strategy behind it for sure. And we help with all of that in the Bookkeeper Academy as well. We also have a new program that's marketing only. So if you guys are interested in getting like group support on marketing and having all of these ideas explained to you, and the ability to ask us questions all week long about marketing, hop on a call with us because we can tell you a little bit about what our marketing only program is all about. But yeah, it was probably in-person networking was the biggest needle mover for me, and connecting with people on social media and building that relationship with them. So those were the easiest and quickest ways to get clients, and very inexpensive as well. Great question, Sarah. Hi, Dresden. How's it going? Hi, Yara. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Tara. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Amanda. Amanda says, so excited to be here. We are excited to have you too. Let me know what questions you have, Amanda. Faith says, is the marketing program included in the academy? Yes, it is. So the academy will always be the best deal for you guys. We go out of our way to make sure not only do you guys have every single tool that you need to be successful, but if we ever feel like any of our students are struggling on anything, then we always add that to the program. So Faith, if you're in the academy, or for those of you that are in the academy, the marketing program that we have is included, and you will always have the best of the best in the academy. But you can purchase the marketing one separate as well now. Nicole says the program is amazing. Jump in and just do it is my advice, and tell all of your friends. Thank you, Nicole. Yes, Nicole is in the academy and the inner circle, and she is really starting to grow and take off. I love it. Hi, Yara. Let's see. Hi, Dee. Good to see you on here. Aloha. Faith says perfect. Thank you. Yes. Hey, Lydia. Dresden said the academy is amazing. It is so worth it. They give so much value. Thank you, Dresden. Yes, tons of stuff in there to help you guys and help you where you're at. So if you're stuck on anything or you have goals to get to the next level, the academy will definitely help you get there. Dresden even joined the academy, and then very shortly after that joined the inner circle. And Dresden actually works in a public accounting office, so she does have some experience, and she still finds the academy and the inner circle to be incredibly valuable. So whether you have experience or not, it's going to be incredibly helpful for you guys to get to your goals. So, comment below if you want us to reach out to you, send me a private message, or book a call with us, and we will go over your goals and help you decide, which program is going to be best for you. and, what the roadmap is going to look like for you to reach those goals. Let's see. Megan says, other than watching the videos, what suggestions do you have for getting husbands on board? 37 weeks pregnant and husband is worried it will be too much working full time, mom of 3, and then taking this on. Yes, great question, Megan. So first of all, if your husband hasn't come to the lives yet, you should definitely bring him on here, have him rewatch the replay, and that way he can ask his own questions. Also, getting your husbands to hop on a call with us as well, so you guys can all talk it through together. Obviously, we want this to be a decision that is going to be the best for your family as a whole. So talking through that whole situation with you and determining, like, what is this really going to look like for you? Having the next child, working full time, and growing a business. And what can your husband expect things to be like? He's probably wondering, how would he be able to support you during this transition and all that kind of stuff. So if we can get on a call with you and your husband, we can kind of give you some insight and talk about all of that. Also, too, my husband can also hop on a call as well and chat with him and kind of give him some insight as to what it's been like from his perspective, because I was definitely in your shoes. I quit my job right after I had my third child, actually, and I decided to do my bookkeeping business solely. So, like, when I quit my job, my husband was like very nervous. He said, "Are you sure about that? Like, what are you going to do if you don't get clients?" And, all the same fears that everyone else has when they start out. And I just told him, I was like, I know I can get at least a couple of clients. And bottom line, that's really all we need, because we were paying so much in daycare costs that I really only needed a couple clients to make up the difference. So, Megan, I don't know what your situation is with having a mom of 3 and working full time. How much money do you really have left over at the end of the week or the month that you can use on bills? So for me, I wasn't making very much at the CPA firm. I think I was bringing home, like, I wanted to say like $1,800 every couple weeks. And I was paying like 1,000. It was about $1,000 every couple of weeks. So I was only making like $800 every 2 weeks. It was ridiculous. Like $1,600 a month is the money that I had left over after working 40 to 55 hours a week during tax season and then paying my nanny. And I had like $1,800. So I was like, okay, I only need 3 clients, and then I'm making $1,800 a month at home, and I'm going to be working like 3 clients would be like a couple hours a week, like 2 to 3 hours a week. That's it. So, I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do to make that whole process like easy for you. Some people, are okay with just being like, you know what, I'm just going to go all in, and I'm just not even going to go back to work. So, like, if he's comfortable with that, if you guys can come to an agreement and you're comfortable with that, it could be a really awesome opportunity for you to just go all in on your business. And like I said, when you have a newborn at home, like, of course it's going to be difficult, right? I had my bookkeeping business when I had my twins. But compared to working a corporate job and dropping your kids off at daycare, having a business from home with a newborn is a cakewalk. It's not super easy, but when you compare it to all the crap you have to go through with a corporate job with little ones, I mean, I wouldn't go back to that ever. You couldn't pay me enough. You would have to, like, I don't even know. There's just no way I would do that. I would never go back to a corporate job ever. It just sounds so terrible, like being in prison and not having freedom, not being able to control your own time, not being able to, like, do what you want to do with your kids, like, if your newborn doesn't sleep, when you have your own business, you can sleep in, you can take a nap in the middle of the day, you can work whenever you have energy. That's what I loved. Like, when I had my twins and they were both nursing and I didn't sleep, they never slept. They still don't sleep. They're 4. Actually, they're starting to sleep better now, but I still have to lay next to them. But regardless, when they were brand new and they were nursing and they were up all the time, I had energy from like 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. because my husband and I were like splitting shifts. So I would go to bed at 9 and I would sleep till 3. And then I would get up at 3 and he would go to bed and he would sleep from 3 to 9. And so from like 3 to 5, I had a lot of energy because I just got 6 solid hours of sleep. And that's when I would do most of my work while I was like sitting at the desk nursing one of my twins. So I don't know. It's just such a dream life. And I would love that for you, Megan, especially bringing that third kiddo home. There's going to be challenges and you got to stay focused. But that's what the Academy is all about, helping you manage your time and, really being able to figure it out. But I think it also just boils down to talking to your husband about pulling out the actual numbers, like talking to him about exactly what is needed, like how much do you guys need to bring home each month. And then you can use the calculator on our website. So, right now, like I said, if you're making like $5,000 a month, but you're paying like $2,500 a month to daycare, then technically you only need $2,500 a month with your bookkeeping business to start out so that you guys are in the same exact spot as you were before. So you go onto the website and look at the calculator, you put in $2,500 a month and you realize, oh, well, I only need like 4 or 5 clients for that. And that's only going to take me like an hour or 2 a week. So, it's pretty no-brainer when you put down the numbers. So I think that might help your husband. That was a very long-winded answer, but super cool because you're in a very similar situation that I was in when I first started my bookkeeping business. And I'm just telling you, it is like the best thing that ever happened to me. Thank you so much, Lydia. She loves my earrings. I always wear these. They're like my go-to. Thank you. I love them too. Amanda says, I saw a promo for the DIY courses that I really want to jump on. I want to join the Academy, but can't afford yet. Can I upgrade at a later point? Amanda, yes, you can always upgrade from the DIY course to the Academy and from the Academy to the Inner Circle. We only apply any of your DIY purchases to the Academy within the last 30 days. So if you've enrolled into the DIY courses in the last like 20, 30 days, we can apply that to your balance in the Academy if you want to go ahead and upgrade. There's also like, I don't know how exactly to coach on this, but like when people say they can't afford things, it kind of like changes the whole like energy around it and your law of attraction and things like that. So one of the things I used to tell my husband, I wouldn't let him say that we can't afford that because it's kind of like a negative thing, right? And you want to try to keep all the positive energy around you. A lot of times that people think that because they just don't understand money, they don't understand their financial situation, they don't understand how money creation works. But you probably can afford it, Amanda. You would just have to think a little bit about how you can finagle it and make it work. I would also like to encourage everyone to really like reevaluate what they think about debt, because if you invest in yourself and then you invest in your business, it's more like, I know we always say this all the time, like debt versus investment, but like if you guys are going to go invest in real estate and then the real estate is going to turn around and pay you something every single month, no one looks at that as debt, right? Everyone says that's an investment. Well, investing in the Bookkeeper Academy and investing in yourself so you can learn the skills to really have an awesome business is the same thing. It's not debt. You may need a loan or you may need funding or financing in order to be able to make that investment, but it's not debt because you're going to turn around and you're going to get money every single month because of that investment you made. So as long as you have the ability to create the funds or create funding or get financing or find someone to loan you the money or going to the bank and asking your bank for a loan or doing PayPal credit or pulling out from your interest-free or even whatever interest, it doesn't even matter, credit cards, and you take that money and you invest it in yourself, you invest it in starting your business. It's not debt because you're going to be getting passive income, well, actually just income flow right back to you from it. Now, if you're going to go out and buy a car, you're going to go out and buy a couch or all new furniture for your house or a new wardrobe, and you're going to charge that on your credit card, yeah, that's debt because that stuff is not going to bring you anything. It's not flowing anything back to you. So whenever I hear people say that they can't afford it, I immediately think, how can you not afford it? Like, staying where you are has a cost too, right? So if you choose not to do something because you say you can't afford it, then what are you actually losing out on? So, it might be more expensive to you in the long run by not doing it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because if you're missing out on potentially making $100,000 this year, can you really afford to do that? I mean, that's going to be a huge opportunity cost that you aren't really considering. So, thinking outside the box, thinking a little bit bigger about how money works, that'll help you reach your goals, your next level goals. Let's see. Megan says, advice to manage the three to convince him to let me join the academy. Okay, I think I went over that, Megan. But if you have more questions about that, and talking with your husband, let me know if I didn't answer all of that. And Tara, I think I covered your question, but please, guys, just if I don't answer it completely in the way that you're wanting, let me know because I'm happy to go into more detail. Faith says, just a random question. Do you sell bookkeeping merch like t-shirts, sweaters? Hey, we're getting ready to launch our e-commerce store. Absolutely. That's going to be something that's going out soon. Thank you for asking. I am super excited about doing that. It's going to be awesome. While you guys are all watching too, I would love to know what everyone's thoughts are on doing a live event. Who would come if we did a live event in Houston? Dresden says, yes, you can never know everything. That's right. Every client is unique. I can't tell you how many times I've scheduled a breakout, even with my background in accounting. I love having a community to ask any and all questions to, accounting, business, or mindset related. The Academy encompasses all aspects of that. Absolutely. Let's see. Carrie says, do you have templates to help with contracts and marketing? Yes, we have a very robust marketing roadmap for you. We also have engagement letter templates, a quoting tool that you can use in the academy. Yes, all of that stuff for sure. And our marketing, as you guys can see, there's so many successful people that come out of the academy. And what we teach in there, the marketing, is very easy to do. It's very easy to do, and it's free. So you guys get in there and learn from us. Take as much knowledge away from the academy as possible because it's going to be something that's going to benefit you and your business for all of time. It's great foundation. For those of you that also have spouses that have businesses, you can take the marketing knowledge that you learn in the academy and you can teach it to your spouses. You can teach it to your clients, helping them grow their businesses. It's transferable across all markets, but we specifically help you with growing your bookkeeping business in there as well. Miranda says, can I ask a question about pricing? I purchased the pricing calculator and later purchased the one program to rule them all. I noticed the prices on the ClickFunnels sales page are not quite the same as on the pricing calculator. Yes, can you discuss that a bit? Is one or the other more current, or which pricing do you recommend? Great question. Yeah, so they're pretty similar from the what we recommend putting on the website versus what the quoting tool uh, populates. However, if you notice on the website, it does say starting at for the different revenue ranges because we want to have a disclaimer on there, knowing like every time you get a client, they're always going to be slightly different. Some of them commingle their funds. Some of them have an excessive amount of accounts. Depending on the industry they're in, they're going to be different prices. So when in doubt, you want to go to the quoting tool. And the quoting tool, guys, is designed for it to be a baseline. Like that's the lowest that you should ever quote anyone. And you want to raise your prices above what the quoting tool says. But the website is designed to be like a general ballpark for your clients. So they kind of have a little bit of understanding of what the rates are going to be before they hop on a call with you. Some people actually take that whole part out, and you're absolutely welcome to take that piece out too if you would prefer. I even have had some people embed the quoting tool on their website. I think if it were me, I probably would just recommend having them book a call right from your website so you can discuss it. Thank you for investing in those, Miranda, though. I hope they're really helpful. Let's see. Megan Teacher salary in Texas. Yes. So then, yeah, I'm like right on ballpark. I don't know what you do for daycare, Megan, or a nanny, or if you have family that watch them, if you're lucky enough to do that. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, your life will be so different. Okay, so Ashley Eaton, she's in our academy. She had her first child, and I'm trying to think what her exact timeline was. She was a teacher, and when she had her first child, I think she had it over summer, and she decided not to go back. She did not want to leave her child and go back to teaching. And so she ended up joining the academy. And within a couple of months, she was making more than she had ever made as a teacher. Like literally within a handful of months, more than she had ever made with her teaching career. And then she ended up having her second child, and she's growing her bookkeeping business. I'm not sure where she's at now. It's got to be, if I had to guess based on the timeline and her trajectory, she's probably easy at $7,000 or $8,000 a month right now, working part time at home with a toddler. And I think her baby, I just saw a picture today. Ashley's baby is probably like getting close to one, maybe even turned one by now. But Ashley also, on top of that, has time to be a student mentor and a coach in our academy now. And she was a teacher. Don't remember what subject she taught, but it didn't have anything to do with accounting or bookkeeping. And she learned all of this stuff, so much to the point that she now coaches in our academy. And all of this happened with a toddler at home, and she was pregnant with another baby, and then she had this baby and still is growing her business and still is tutoring. So like, imagine like how much free time you have, how much time she has to be able to do this. And on top of that, her husband works outside the home. So she's doing this with her kids at home by herself all day. So, Megan, it's like, you've got to just let your husband watch this live, because I just don't think that he quite understands what the opportunity is. Um, so it's really, really exciting. I mean, it really could be totally life changing for you guys. Tiffany, thank you so much for tagging so many awesome people. If you are tagged by our page and you're watching this, please let me know how you guys are doing, what questions you have. I'm happy to answer them even after this live is over. Let's see. Breezy is watching, and Allie, hi guys. Hey Emma. Faith says, oh, I love all the heart emojis. Thank you guys. Faith says, how much time should I put into marketing myself when first starting out? That's a great question. So a couple things. Number one, marketing works with consistency. Woohoo, more heart emojis. That makes me so excited. I love it. Marketing works the best with consistency. So, first of all, like you want to make sure that you can do whatever you're going to do for marketing, networking, social media, emails, whatever you want to do. And the academy walks you through all of that. But whatever you want to do, make sure you do it consistently. You want to at least do like 30 minutes a day, at least, to do your marketing. And then, just so you know, the more that you put into it, the more bigger results you're going to have. So it's really, really similar to working out. Sometimes I hate using this analogy because I know so many people struggle with like working out and weight loss, and I know I'm one of them. But it's kind of the same. So like, if you actually want to see results in the gym, you have to do it consistently. You can't just like once a month spend 8 hours in the gym and expect to have a bunch of results, right? So what works best is to just work out a little bit every day, 30 to 60 minutes every single day you work out. And over time, you're going to see results. And all of a sudden, you're going to wake up one day and be like, wow, I'm starting to look good, right? Um, Marketing is very similar to that. So whenever you put in that results, you're not going to see things right away, but you just still have to keep going. You still have to keep doing things, and you have to have faith that things are working in the universe. Your people are being attracted to you, and then all of a sudden, one day you're going to get like a bunch of phone calls. Like I can remember one time I was doing a lot of consistent marketing, and I ended up onboarding 5 new clients in 1 week. It was incredible. And then, of course, like I was busy with those clients. And so I stopped marketing and I stopped being consistent with it. And then I didn't get any new clients for a while, which was not a big deal for me at the time. It was perfectly fine. Those 5 clients brought my income up like $2,500 or $5,000 a month. I don't even remember. And, I had little kids at home. So I was content. I was happy with that. But if you want to bring in clients consistently, you have to keep your marketing consistently. So I would say a minimum of 30 minutes a day. But if you can spend, that's going to just expedite your results. So however much time that you can put in, that's what you're going to get back. So, yep. Juana says the courses that Tiffany offers will be the best investments you'll ever make. Yes, I actually just had a friend. So I met this girl. I don't know. She might even be watching, but I met her at Elena Cardone's event, 10X Ladies event in Miami in February. And her and I have become friends. And she has a 7-figure business on reselling like high-end luxury items like Louis Vuitton purses and Chanel belts and I don't know, all that kind of stuff, like the super high-end luxury items. And she actually just enrolled in our DIY course. And she said that the information that she's learned in that program would have helped her tremendously with the 7-figure business that she has right now. And she said that it's just like so much great information in there that most people don't have access to that information when they start a business. And just having that foundation of like how to do your bookkeeping, how to do your accounting, how to understand your financials. That's what's going to really help you as well in the bookkeeping course. So especially for those of you that have spouses that have businesses too, it's going to help you guys from that standpoint as well. So I wanted to share that. Thank you, Lana. Hey, Juliana. Megan says, thank you for answering. Great response. Happy to help. Hey, Susan. Juliana says, sorry, very new to this. I'm worried I won't be able to find clients. Of course, everyone worries about that. It's probably the largest fear that every single person has in deciding to start a business. But you will find clients. There's 33 million businesses in the US alone, and you only need about 30 businesses to make like $250,000 a year. So it's really quite easy to find clients once you understand what to do. And we go over all of that with you in the academy, and we keep you accountable. So the thing that we ask you guys, especially in the academy, is like to do it anyway, to do it scared, feel the fear and do it anyway. So like if you're worried or you're scared, you're not going to be able to find clients, you're scared about putting yourself out there. Yep, everyone is. Suck it up and do it anyway. That's all I'm going to say on that. But you will find clients. Everyone worries that they won't when they get into the academy, and you absolutely will. As long as you do what we say, as long as you follow the roadmap, you will find clients. I think it was either Sharon or Sandra. I can't remember which one of them joined the academy about a year ago. And the very next day they got a client, the very next day. And I've seen that happen time and time and time again. The longest I've ever seen it really take for someone to find a client was like around the 90-day mark. And it's usually because they're working a job, they have kids at home, and they're really just not taking the time to focus on being consistent with marketing. So as long as you follow our roadmap, you'll definitely find clients. Carrie says, I'm nervous about what to say and how to be confident, and I have a public relations degree. Yeah, this is also another really common fear, and it's totally okay, guys. It's totally okay to have these feelings. Like, they're normal. I feel like this all the time. I was invited to go down to Grant Cardone's interactive boot camp and be a backstage baller. And I actually even ended up getting pulled up on stage while I was there. And I was so nervous. I actually wanted to wear this shirt. I almost talked myself out of it the last day because I was like, I need to blend in. Oh, if I wear this shirt, like I'm going to stand out. People are going to say stuff and they're going to notice me. And then I was like, wait, that's why I'm here. I want to be noticed. I need my business to be noticed. But I'm telling you, I almost changed my shirt like 5 times before I left. And then I was like, stop it. You're being a baby. And actually, Grant says this. Let me show you guys this. I don't know if it'll show it backwards on here, but he has this little saying here, don't be a little bitch. So I actually just started telling myself that. And I just made myself keep the shirt on. And then I went to the thing. And it was so incredible because I ended up getting pulled up on stage and I had the shirt on stage in front of like 5,000 people. But you know what? Like, it doesn't really matter what you do at what level, whether you're like sending out your first email to a CPA wanting to partner with them, or you're going to your first networking event, or you're getting ready to get on Grant Cardone's stage. Like, the nerves and the lack of confidence, it never stops. Like, you'll always have that to some degree. So, what you need to do is just get comfortable with the fact that that's normal and that's okay, and then you just still have to do it even though you feel that way. And what I love the most about that is what that teaches our kids. Honestly, like, my kids have seen me do things in the last like 7 years being a business owner that I would have never forced myself to do before. And it teaches them a really valuable lesson at, like, like, mom wants something and she's going to go after it, and she's scared and she doesn't know what she's doing, but she's going to do it anyway. And, it teaches them to step outside of their comfort zone, take risks. Like, that's what life is all about, right? So, yeah, you're going to be nervous, and it's hard to be confident when you're starting something new, and it's especially nerve-wracking for people when they have to put themselves out there, right? Because you're going to start a business, and this business is going to be yours, and you're marketing yourself, you're selling yourself. But these are all excellent skills for you to be able to develop, and they're going to help you in all areas of your life, not just your business. And it's going to help you with your kids, it's going to help with your everything. um, and so, it's good, it's all good, and it's normal, and it's okay to feel that way. But you just have to keep making yourself keep doing those things, even if you feel scared, nervous, or not very confident. So that's what it's all about. Just taking the leap of faith and taking those risks. Great question, Carrie. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Malik. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Crystal. Glad you love that answer, Juliana. Faith says, what should I use as motivation when first starting out? I really want my bookkeeping business to become my full-time job so I can say goodbye to my corporate job. Absolutely. So Faith, you really have to like dig deep on why you want to do this. And that's where you're going to have all your motivation. So for me, starting out, it was like, I want to be able to stay home with my kids, have the flexibility to do what they need me to do without having to check in with the boss, without having to ask permission, and without having to feel guilty when I needed to put my family first. That motivation was huge for me. Super, super huge. And then after I started my business and I picked up clients, and I got to experience that. I got to experience all those perks. They started to be something that I kind of just took for granted. It was just part of our life now. So, like, as my business was developing, I constantly had different things that kept me motivated. So, like, the next thing was I started to see the massive potential that my business had. And I realized that if I just picked up a few more clients, I could pay for all of our household bills, not just the half that I was paying. I could cover all of them. And you know what that means? That means my husband wouldn't have to be gone for 12 hours a day working his shitty ass corporate job either. And I could bring him home, and he could be able to have a relationship with our baby, which, he only got to see on the weekends and like an hour before she went to bed at night. Because he was gone. He got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, got ready, left the house, and a lot of times he didn't get home until 6 o'clock at night. And our baby went to bed at like 7. So I knew how crazy and impactful it would be for him to be home. And then for us to be able to like take turns with the kids and take turns working on the client's books. And like, I wouldn't have to multitask so much because he would be home, and I could focus on the kids and focus on my business. So my why there started to change. And then after that, then I was like, okay, I can cover all my bills. But now if I grow my business a little bit more, I'll be able to like let my kids go to, the trip in middle school when they let your kids go over to Europe and they like travel the country with their class. I'm like, I'm paying for that. I'm paying for that off of one client's cleanup job. Like, that stuff's amazing whenever you don't have to budget anymore and you can just decide, okay, I want my kids to do this, so I'm going to find another client. When you realize how much control you have over your income, it is so liberating and it is so free. So I don't know about you guys, but I have always been like a motivated person. Like, I'm driven by goals. I like a goal. I like to crush it. I like to set a new goal. I like to try to crush it. And I've done that with everything in my life, even tiny things, like getting good grades in school, and so I really liked that aspect about having the business. And then when I had a corporate job, I was always striving to like try to get a raise, to try to climb the corporate ladder, to try to do better, you know? And it never paid off. It never paid off at my corporate job. I spent 18 months busting my ass studying for the CPA exam. I passed every single exam on the first try with a really high score. And you know what I got? I got boosted from like $40,000 a year to 44,000. That was disgusting. That was the biggest slap in the face ever, because that was 18 months of my life that I like sacrificed every single weekend I had, 20 hours a week on the weekend studying for the CPA exam. And what did I make? 50 cents an hour when you break it all out for that raise? It was pathetic. But when you start your bookkeeping business, you can give yourself raises all the time. Like I have talked to so many people who are like, I love when I get new clients, because it's like having a Christmas bonus every single time you get a new client, because they pay you anywhere from like, $1,500 to $5,000. Freaking Vanessa in our academy, she's a coach. She's started with us like it's been on probably 2.5 years now, maybe 2 years, and she's a coach in there. She leads the quoting calls. She leads the quoting calls and helps you guys quote high ticket prices for your bookkeeping clients. She landed a client that paid her $75,000 for back work. That's freaking incredible. That's one client, guys, like one client. Like, how would you like to have somebody pay you $75,000 to do their work? And you know what? You join the inner circle, you learn how to build a team, you learn that skill, and then you can have other people do it. Okay. So then you're making at least 30 to 40% of whatever 75,000 is. I use a calculator for everything. So if anyone wants to calculate that, feel free. 75,000 times, let's say conservatively, we'll say 30%. That's going to be your profit. And that's your team doing 100% of the work. How amazing is that? I mean, you can't earn that in a corporate job. So awesome. But yeah, I mean, so Faith, great question. Just like, why are you doing this? Like write down every day, write down why you're doing this, and write down your goals every single day. Every morning when you get up and you sit down and you have your coffee, get your journal out and say, why am I launching my bookkeeping business? Why do I want to leave my corporate job? What are my goals this month? And you'll reach them all so fast. Hey, Christy and Tiffany, thanks for watching. Faith has another question. When first meeting with a potential client, what would you advise we do to prepare? Should we have a handout to give the client that outlines the services we offer? Great question. And no, I would not give them a handout. What I would do is a fact-finding discussion. Okay. And before I go into this, I want to let you guys know in the academy, we have sales training that we do. We have a really awesome course in there that goes through exactly what a discovery call should look like, how you want to talk to your potential clients to get them to say yes, the questions that you want to ask, all that kind of stuff. And then we also have a feature in the academy where you can record your discovery calls and you can submit them for review. And Eileen is our resident sales expert in there, and she will listen to your recording, pause it, and give you feedback at all the different intervals of your discovery call, which is incredibly valuable, because let's face it, none of us come out of the womb knowing how to sell things, right? Knowing how to communication is pretty hard. So like if you can get that down, you can do anything, which I love that feature of the academy. But to answer your question, Faith, the best thing that you want to do is get the business owner talking. You want to ask lots of questions. Tell me a little bit about your business. How long have you been in business? Do you have any partners? What services do you provide? Do you sell any products? What's your biggest struggle with your bookkeeping right now? If you hired me, what would be the perfect outcome that you have? What are you looking to see in your financial statements? If I send them over monthly, what is going to be the best thing, the best report that you want to see? Like asking lots and lots of questions. But again, we help with all of this in the academy as well. Carrie says, I'm going to force myself to do it because I know I want more out of my life than just getting by. Yes, let's 10x your life, Carrie. I love it. I love it because there's so much to life, guys. Like the bigger my business grows, the more opportunities that I see. We have all been living this like mediocre middle class life for way too long. And it's time for every single one of us to live that wealthy lifestyle and have opportunities that like our parents didn't even know existed. And that's what we're doing here. All of you guys are going to start living your dream life, and you're going to start being exposed to so much greatness, so much opportunity out there. Be able to take your kids all over the world if you want to. Like, there's just so many things that you guys can do, and all you have to do is take this first step to get started with your business. Even if you guys decide down the road to open up other businesses, learning how to run a bookkeeping business is going to set you up for success for all of your other businesses as well. Like, this stuff, I see people out there all the time, and a lot of our students will tell you their clients, they don't know anything about finance. They don't know anything about financial statements or bookkeeping or their cash flow or nothing. And you're going to learn all of that in here. And not only will you know 1,000 times more than all of your clients, but you're going to be so prepared for anything that you do in the future as well. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Karen. Miranda says, follow up about pricing. If we are using the ClickFunnels sales page prices as just starting prices and not necessarily the actual price for a prospective client, should we remove the ability for clients to set up payments automatically on our website? You can, Miranda. That feature is kind of cool to be able to utilize, but you could turn it off if you feel like you would rather have a call and like specifically quote them. You could turn that piece off. And then when you did get an assigned engagement letter back from them, then you would send them your secret sign up URL link so they could self onboard, do the automated onboarding. So you could kind of use the website and then the automated onboarding piece separately instead of having it like all the way flow through. So feel free to just test it out with your clients, and see what works best for you. Everybody kind of handles that a little bit differently, and they have different preferences. And quite honestly, it'll probably change over time too. A lot to be interviewed on a podcast in 10 minutes too. But yeah, you'll be, the key is to, Miranda, to be flexible as well. Cause as you learn more information, you will change up what you do. You'll change up, you'll decide things work better for you this way or that way. And so just, being flexible is what it's all about. Malik says, Tiffany, this is where I'm at. While working in the course curriculum, some of the short videos are clear, but others are not so clear. For example, adding a custom domain to ClickFunnels. Is there someone to hold my hand while going over one program to rule them all? Yes, Malik, you're in the academy, so you don't even have to do this. We do this for you. We will completely customize your website 100%. So Malik, I don't even want you to spend another minute wasting your time on this. So you want to go through the course that says, please customize my one program to rule them all, and follow those like 4 or 5 steps in there. And then let Becca take it over. She's going to design your entire site for you. So that way you don't have to worry about it and you can focus on marketing, because that's what you need to be doing right now. You have invested in the academy, and it's time now to get a return on that investment immediately. So the only way to do that is to get clients. So you need to go right to the marketing piece and get started with that. And as soon as you get your client, we're going to help you with the work. So then you'll schedule your unlimited one-on-one calls with us. So let me know if you have questions on that, Malik, but definitely don't waste any more time on doing the one program yourself. Because quite frankly, you don't even need a website to be successful with this. The reason that we do that for you guys in the academy is because we don't want you to spend any time on it. Because we don't really care if you have a website. Clients don't even really notice. I mean, if you have a business Facebook page, that's good enough. And but we also noticed that most of our students did not believe us when we said that. So we were like, okay, well, we're going to design your site for you because we don't want you to waste your time on it. So that's what we're doing. So just move on to the next task. Let's see. Faith says, would you recommend having 2 monitors for home office? Oh, yes, the 2 monitors are a dream. You can definitely work with just a laptop, but once you really get going, you want to be efficient, you definitely want to have 2 monitors. It's a game changer. I know some bookkeepers that have like 3 and 4 monitors. That might be a little overkill, but I love my 2 monitors. They're awesome. Faith says, in the academy, are we instructed on how to go about cleaning up our social media pages, Facebook, or is it recommended to open a separate page strictly for the bookkeeping business? Yes, we go over all of that in depth in the on the weekly marketing calls. But just to give you a little bit of information, we do want you to open a Facebook business page, but your Facebook personal profile will help you get that all cleaned up and situated so that it's attractive to potential clients. But you're going to utilize that mostly because that's where people really connect with you. You still need a Facebook business page and you'll be posting on there too, but that's mostly for people that when they're looking at you and doing research on you, they'll go there. But when you first initially connect with people, it's typically on your personal page. And we will show you exactly how to get both of those situated. Absolutely. So you guys all had fantastic. We are here every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Central Time. Of course, the Facebook group is always there as a resource for you guys as well. We want you guys to not only have amazing success, but we want to help you get there really fast because we all have little kids at home and we know how valuable your time is with them and how quickly they all grow. So, time is more important than money. Take that money, invest it into the academy, invest it into yourself, learn how to get this business off the ground fast so that you can save that time and spend that time with your kids and teach them and show them how to live an absolutely incredible life. So that's what we're here for. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you, Faith, and everyone else for all the amazing questions that you guys had. And I look forward to seeing you all next week and on upcoming discovery calls. So book a call if you want to chat with us. We're happy to go over all of it in detail with you. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye. Bye, Amanda. Bye, Carrie.